Good morning. Oh, happy Monday and all that. Oh, yeah, I'm running a bit late. Me running late. I know it's hard to believe. It's really hard to believe, but I'm afraid it's true. It's 8:46 right now. Luckily, I didn't need to scrape ice off my car, so that, it's good. It's good. I think the universe has my back already. I've managed to function this weekend with very little sleep. Although last night, I think I got so little sleep that when my body was doing its usual repair check, it kind of forgot to put any lubrication in my eyes. They're a bit sandpapery. You can hear them every time I blink. Not good. Anyway. I've actually got a theme today. I actually have a theme. I was conscious that my videos had got a bit kind of stream of consciousness waffling. No, sorry, I thought I was going to crash again. And now you decide to kick in. God, iPod, what are you playing at? Let's put it on run. Yeah, I was conscious that I'd kind of lost focus a bit. And the reason I started these, well, there's lots of reasons really, but it was good to kind of hash out something in my head, and having a theme kept that concise rather than me just talking about, anecdotal stuff or stuff that I knew, or, it's to explore ideas and concepts and stuff. So, thank you, Mr. Carr. I asked for a theme last night from somebody who was telling me about their fears. And then I thought, why? And their suggestion was swans, and I thought, no, I'm going to do about fears, because the concept of fear, in general, is something that really fascinates me, and it's something that I reckon could stand a bit of exploring, a bit of Monday morning decaffeinated exploration. Ask me about it again later on when I'm really tired and I've had all the coffee I can have. I'll probably come out with some different things. Okay, so basically, people often ask each other, is there anything you're afraid of? Have you got any fears? And people normally reply, spiders. Oh my God, they're big spiders that sound like they've got boots on, right? I know this. Or, what else do they say that they're scared of? Like common fears that people... Anything in bush tucker try always tends to come up. But, yeah, nothing... No one ever says, my fears, my top fear is fear of what other people think. No one ever says that. No one ever says, fear of failure, the fear of trying something and not doing very well at it. It's always random things that you can't control generally. And I'll come on to something in a second, but a lot of the time people say, I'm scared of spiders, I'm scared of snakes, I'm scared of bats. Get in your head, right? And they've never met a spider, a snake or a bat. Well, and they've certainly never been bitten by a snake, a spider, or had a bat actually in their hair. They're scared of the idea of it. But no one ever says, I've got, my biggest fear is the unknown. My biggest fear is that I'll get to the end of my life and it'll just be eternity of blackness. These are valid fears that people aren't just scared of, they're actually too afraid to label them as fears, because that would mean having to think about it. So I think if you said you were scared of spiders or snakes or bats and you had actually had a traumatic incident involving spiders, snakes or bats, then I could understand. It would be a rational fear, but I think a lot of people's fears are just irrational things that they imagine they probably wouldn't be scared of. Yeah, I think the most common fear is the fear of what people think. That's definitely some kind of epidemic. But yeah, but anyway, swans. I got told yesterday, I have a fear of swans. It's not just It's not just a general dislike, it is a proper bona fide fear. And it's silly and it's irrational, but I had an incident as a child where I was chased by a swan and he tried to eat my jam sandwich. Right, and it did eat the jam sandwich and it came back for more because it got the taste for child blood. Right, anyway, this was a story. I shouldn't mock this because it's serious, right? That's not an irrational fear. I'm sorry, but you have been learning about yourself and the world, and something threatening has come along and it has given you a valid reason to fear it. I think that is a very sensible fear. I get stupid fears, which I think are probably sensible, but they're ludicrous. I have a fear of crashing my car while I'm picking my nose and killing myself by poking myself in the brain. I think I've probably actually used this on a video before, because I remember, or I've told someone and they on a Facebook status or something, and someone looked into it to see if it was possible, and it's not. It's very difficult to actually poke yourself to death nasally with a finger. It's quite difficult apparently, unless like the force just sent a whole hand up there. I don't know, but this is a fear that I have, and to the point where it sometimes stops me picking my nose. I also have a fear about getting my face cheese grated off on the road when, obviously not with a cheese grater, when, driving with the window down. I also get an irrational fear of, and this is irrational, right? I'm scared of just randomly falling over. Although it's not irrational, because it's very possible. I fell over on Friday night. The works got messy again. It got even messier than last year, and I didn't think that was possible, but it bloody did. 13 hours. 13 hours! I tell you. I came back with a hole in my knee, a smashed up phone screen, and someone else's leather jacket. I don't know where my leather jacket is. I'm really upset about my leather jacket. What's my little jacket? I just hope it's in a better place now. Yeah, it did get messy. I slept until 3 p.m. the next day, and then I went to another Christmas party and I had Coke and left at 10. I am learning. I'm learning. Ask me again next week if I'll have a drink again, and I'll be like, whoa. Yeah. No, fear. I got thinking this morning, luckily, well, unluckily really, but kind of luckily, because it means I can waffle on a bit longer. Traffic's really slowing up, okay? I've missed that window. Everyone's rushing to get to work now. School run, that's why you get school run traffic. You know, there'll be at least, well, at the most, one child per big Land Rover in this queue. But yeah, I was thinking about fear, and I think there's a reason why people have fears, and I think that reason is that it keeps your brain sharp and it reminds you of your mortality, and it kind of keeps you focused on surviving, really. The thing about this that interests me is that people don't tend to have, if you ask them what their fears are, they don't tend to have a fear of something that is very, very probable, very real, and very dangerous. Like, for example, you don't have people who've got a fear and they say, oh yeah, I've got a fear of accidentally running over a child and crashing my car, or I've got a fear of getting stabbed on a night out, or I've got a fear of succumbing to some kind of random heart attack, or you know, the stuff that actually does happen and is a real danger. People don't have as fears. They don't register it as a fear, because if they did, they wouldn't leave the house, would they? They would not leave the house. if I thought about all the things that could possibly go wrong on a day-to-day basis that would put an end to my wonderful life, I just wouldn't leave the house. I'd be bubble wrapped in a cocoon. And it made me think about what prehistoric man's fears would be. And I don't think their fears would be, getting eaten by a woolly mammoth and stuff, because I reckon that's a real fear. I think they were living in a time where they were lucky, their survival rates were just stupidly low. All the risks of disease and, the primitive living conditions and all the predators and stuff, I reckon, they had plenty of things to be scared about. But maybe they were scared of, spiders and stuff, because that distracted them from the fact that they had dangers everywhere. If you're kind of scared, and this is law of attraction stuff now, you knew it'd come round to it. Oh, I'm stuck. I've got my angle wrong. I've got my angle hideously wrong. I should have just driven forwards. Why did I drive forwards? Oh, caffeine. Where are you in my arrow knee? No. Right, okay. We got this. Right. The law of attraction dictates what you fear or what you focus on will come to you, right? I reckon these guys knew this. So they wouldn't be wandering around in the stereotypical Flintstones outfits thinking, oh God, I'm really scared that I'm not going to be able to light this fire. Because then that would actually make it not light. They'd be thinking, I could do this. They would be thinking, I'm really scared that we might starve. No. Instead, what were they doing? They were putting out, even though they couldn't talk, right? They were putting out messages. I've stalled it. Hey, I've stalled it. Good on her today. Oh my God. If only Top Gear could see me now. I hate Top Gear, by the way. Right. Yeah, they actually went as far as to communicate to some high power that they couldn't really understand. They just saw these stars and stuff and thought, what's they? Bet there might be someone living up there. He might be able to help us. Yeah. And they drew little pictures on the wall of them catching animals and stuff for their dinner. And then what did they do? They went out there and they caught animals and stuff for their dinner. Yeah. I think it's why we're conditioned to fear things that are certainly a real danger. In the case of swans, that it isn't daft, because a wise man said to me, there's no such thing as a friendly swan. But then a wise man said to him, if in doubt, just play dead. Doesn't work with swans. No. So if you've had something happen to you and it's given you a fear, it's fair play. Who's really been killed by a spider? Really? Yeah. Just don't focus on the things that you're deep down scared of. Just think of the opposite of them. And then do that instead. Right? Fear of failure. No. Focus on being afraid of not even trying. Right? But just focus on actually getting on with it and doing stuff and starting something. Making the magic happen. Draw pictures of it. Prehistoric cave paintings are just mood boards, aren't they? On that note, it's 9 o'clock. I'm officially late. Yeah, you go me. Alright, yeah, I'll think of something else to waffle about on Thursday. I still managed to waffle, didn't I? Oh my God, stick to the brief, Kate. Stick to the brief. Anyway, love you in a little bit. I'll see you on Thursday. Goodbye. Cheerio. Have a good day. Have a good week.